and welcome to the weekly update number 2. This week, our team has had the opportunity to work with permissions, document flows, and more fully develop the layout of our SharePoint site. In working with our SharePoint site, we have learned that SharePoint comes equipped with 3 main permission types: full control, contribute, and view only. These permissions are established for security purposes. Full control is typically held by site owners and allows them to manage the site in any way necessary, while contribute permissions are standardly held by members of a SharePoint site, allowing them to upload, add, edit, and contribute to anything that is going on within the site. View-only permissions are standardly held by visitors, where it is only necessary for them to view the selected documents that their permissions allow. From a business standpoint, permissions are a very important element. Business professionals and SharePoint site users may want certain people to simply be able to view certain documents that are on the SharePoint site, while they do not want them to edit, say, the accounts payable ledger. Additionally, even contributors within a SharePoint site have defined permissions available to them. Contributors such as human resources employees may not have access to accounts payable information and vice versa. Overall, permissions are a very important element of SharePoint and should be established immediately after creating a SharePoint site. This week, we also had the opportunity to work with document workflows. Workflows prove to have an incredible amount of utility. No more paper pushing necessary. Standardly in the business world, if you wanted something to be approved, you had to go to that person and ask them to approve it, hand them the document, whereupon they would lose it in the stack of papers that were already on their desk waiting for approval. Then you would have to remind them, help them find the document, etc., etc. Or perhaps it would be a long strand of emails to finally get a document approved. With SharePoint, it becomes much simpler. By simply creating a workflow, members of a SharePoint site can initialize the process whereupon members such as Amanda, Joe, Paul, and Brian can approve the document, comment, make suggestions, etc. It proves to be very convenient because it is just simply a click away. Members, all they have to do is access the SharePoint site, click on the document, make their suggestions, approve, etc. Where in the past, as I said, it was not so convenient to get the flow of documents going. It's also very productive because once you start the progress, you are able to watch it. If for some reason there's a delay, there's a holdup somewhere with someone, they're on vacation, they're unsure about the document, they're not sure what kind of edits they'd like to see made, you can talk to that person and get the process going. Overall, we found that document workflows were an incredibly useful asset in SharePoint. Finally, this week we also again worked with the look and feel of our site. We focused in on organization to make sure that our site was organized in such a way that it was accessible to our users to easily find things in which they were looking for. And also, we asked ourselves the question of utility. Does it serve the intended purpose? Is it useful? And in answering these questions, we were able to improve our site significantly this week. Again, on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest, our group would likely rate ourselves as a 4 this week with respect to our understanding and ability to utilize SharePoint. We have thoroughly enjoyed our experience this week and are looking forward to learning more next week. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to updating you next week.